Many post-colonial states are still grappling with the legacy of colonialism that permeates education, culture, and development in our societies. The power that imperialism and neocolonialism continue to hold over such countries rests on the loss of languages and cultural values through education. In relation to language, for instance, many African children are growing up speaking English as their first language to the detriment of indigenous African languages. Even though formal colonial rule ended, many Africans still experience education that is geared towards the loss of our languages and cultures. In school, we were asked not to speak vernacular, which was a reference to all the different native languages. When you were caught speaking any language other than English, you would be punished or made fun of by your colleagues. Traditional forms of communal living continue to give way to Western individualistic ones. Music, clothing, and many others continue to shift as a result of colonialism and neocolonialism. Currently, children are growing up in many other African countries, who cannot speak their native tongues, or know very little about their culture and identity as it relates to their ethnicity and as members of the region. These multiple identities are further complicated by globalization, internationalization, individual and communal subjectivities as people work towards being competitive in the global market.
In order to resist and work towards revitalization, we must first address the mind. Consciously or unconsciously, we have been coerced into believing that our languages, cultures, worldviews and perspectives are not good enough. We have been conditioned to see no worth in who we are as Africans, in the way we live, what we believe and how we see the world around us. It is true that there were and are certain aspects of our cultures that are oppressive and derogatory to our own people, but that is in every culture. What is your perception of that individual whose accent is so thick that you can feel their mother tongue pushing its way out when they speak English? Are you the one who would discourage other people from making a conscious effort to teach their native languages to their children? Examine your thoughts on your people's perspectives, worldviews and general lived experiences. Do you take pride in being a part of that community? Why not? What needs to change? From which place is that idea coming from? Do you find yourself making statements or thinking there's globalization, and languages are shifting? Does my kid really need to know all the depth of the native language or the global languages?
Yes, decolonizing our minds is what we need to start with. Our languages are beautiful, our cultures are rich, our worldviews are valuable. When we believe this, and internalize it, we can begin the process of setting that example for the generations after us. So, let us take some time and reflect on our actions, practices and views. Let us ask ourselves, will our children know their roots? Will the next generation be proud Africans because of our example?